Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I wanted to show you guys the army composition I'm using to beat the Cheerful Charge challenge, where you have to use a certain amount of Ram Riders. So this is what I'm using, 8 Ram Riders with the Dragons and a Wizard at Town Hall 11. And then these are my spells, and I'll show you what I take in the Clan Castle later on. But let's get into this attack. So in our clan castle, we're going to have super archers with some wall breakers and goblins, and we're going to try and take out things like the eagle artillery, air defenses, X-bows, heroes, that sort of stuff. So after I've deployed my blimp and let the goblins and wall breakers go, I'm going to use my clone spells and my invisibility spells, and just like that, we're going to take down the eagle artillery and a whole bunch of other really high value targets like those air defenses, which are going to help our dragons a lot later on. As the last of the super archers die here, we're going to start the next part of our attack. So we're going to try and use the ram riders in a clumped up style here to take out the air defenses and the X-bows, which are really the only things stopping our dragons. So I'm going to spawn all the ram riders in a clump, use the heroes on the other side, try and funnel. I'm going to put one wizard who's going to die pretty fast, but that's okay. And then hopefully the dragons will start to go towards. As you can see, the ram riders are taking out those air defenses there, which is huge. Warden ability pretty early just to make sure we get lots of people, lots of dragons alive, and that way dodge those seeking air mines. And now we just have an inferno tower, multi-target, so that's not a huge threat to our dragons here, but the queen's gonna go down pretty soon here. Gonna go for that wall again, it seems like every video, and the rest of the troops are gonna make their way around the base. This attack does look a little close, but I do know that that X-bow shooting the dragon is pretty low in health, so it won't be a huge problem to take that down. And we're just gonna speed it up here, let these last 3 dragons and the warden finish up the attack. But other than that, it's a relatively spammy attack. Just like in Clash Royale, the Ram Riders are pretty tanky. So they're good shield for the dragons and heroes. Alright, in the next attack, similar kind of Town Hall 11. Again, we're going to use our blimp that has super archers in it. Going to try and take out that single target because that'll be the biggest threat to the dragons. Making sure the clone spell is used at the right time here. You don't want to deploy them too soon, otherwise you'll clone the wall breakers and the goblins, as you'll see in one of the later attacks. But you also don't want to lose them too late, otherwise you won't get value out of the invisibility spell, so you gotta find a nice balance. Almost took out the town hall here, but not quite. And we got the single target inferno down along with one air defense from looks of it. And then in this kind of attack, we're going to use actually the more row with the ram riders here, and then the dragons are going to follow behind. Unfortunately, I really don't enjoy the pathing of the dragons. It's one of the worst out of any troop in my opinion. They just really have a hankering to go outside the base, so we did lose a very large group, which is going to lead to it being another close attack in the end. But the dragons and a couple ram riders are going to take down that last inferno tower, and then move on to the town hall, which is pretty low health, and there's 2 X-bows there, which shouldn't be too much of a problem for those last couple dragons right there. But yeah, it's again a relatively spammy attack. The ram riders are pretty good, but in my opinion, if you compare them to a seasonal troop like the royal ghosts were much better in a lot of ways. So the ram rider definitely won't be taking over the meta. It's not like absurdly good, but it's good enough to use and get that free rune of gold. Just going to speed up this attack here, and you guys can use it for your bases, just like I'll be using it upgrading to Town Hall 12 right now. So some Town Hall 12 content on the way. But that was the second attack. Let's get into the third one. Okay, so we have a Town Hall 12 here, a pretty rushed one at that, but 2 of its inferno towers are down. Gotta take advantage of that pretty good loot. So again, we're gonna put our invisibility right down by that eagle artillery and the X-bows and the air defenses right in the middle-ish. Trying to get that queen down as well, because she's brutal and killer. So as you can see, I accidentally cloned goblins here, with the clone spell, and that gives me less super archers, which is definitely not ideal because then I don't have as much damage coming from the center of the base, and maybe I could have gotten the town hall taken out. That being said, we did still get the archer queen, so that's going to be huge for the rest of the attack. We're going to go ahead and spawn our dragons all along the sides. Again, a row of ram riders, trying to take out that single target inferno because that's our biggest threat. And like I said, the other two infernos are upgrading, which makes this a pretty easy 3-star for us, even though it is a town hall 12. The warden's going to move in again relatively early on the ability, and that's going to help keep our troops alive for the rest of the attack. Town hall's doing a little bit of damage, but not too much. Rest of the dragons are going to move through the base. Down on the bottom side here, we have our ram riders taking out the last couple of defenses, and on the top, got a broken inferno. So it's again another straightforward attack, and I would recommend using this army composition all the way up until probably about town hall 14. I've tried it at 15, doesn't really work that well, but then again I did have 2 heroes down, so you can't expect a lot. But yeah, this is a pretty straightforward attack, and it's a great way to get a free rune of gold, which you guys can get during the Clashmas season. So attack's about to wrap up here. Last building, but yeah, that is how you use the ram riders. And yeah, this is the army composition I take in the clan castle. 2 super archers, 4 wall breakers, and 3 goblins. The goblins and wall breakers do really well to go out of the invisibilities and bait any giant bombs so that it doesn't kill the super archers. But yeah, and you can choose whether you want the warden on ground or air. Kind of just depends. I haven't really found one way that works better, but we've got a couple new challenges coming, and I'll try to keep you guys updated on that. But with that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.